Hey, we're back at Dan and Kelly's patch. It's been about a year since we planted it, and the patch is doing terrific. I want to take you inside, take a look around, show you all the good things that are happening, show you a couple things that are maybe not so great, but ways that we can take care of that and ways that we can move forward, and that Dan and Kelly can grow this up into a healthy backyard ecosystem. So we have a few invasive plants here in the patch. I want to talk to you about that a little bit. This one's called broadleaf dock. This is a plant that you want to keep out. This is prickly lettuce here, also known by devil's lettuce, but not that kind of devil's lettuce. This is different. It is edible, but it's also invasive. And this is a plant that we would want to take out of here, and certainly take this crown vetch out, because this is a spreading type of plant that can really take over and be hard to get rid of once it gets established. So here's a new plant that popped up in the patch. This is a black locust. It's a common species across North America and in Europe as well. This is a pioneer species, so it can grow in a lot of different places. Comes in fast grower, has some little thorns on it. So we're gonna let this just kind of marinate in here and see what it does, and we might make a decision later to remove it or transplant it, but for now we think it's great. So here's another little terrific tree that grew in here. It's an oak tree. I'm not entirely sure what kind it is now. We'll have to wait and see. And it's just kind of chilling out underneath this calycanthus, getting some shade, just like kind of how it would be in the forest, baby oak trees growing up in the forest. So this tree will probably grow slow and take its time and be a terrific little addition. Well, there's a lot of plants in the world, and it's hard to identify and learn them all. But there's some cool apps out there that can help out. Today I'm using Seek by iNaturalist. There's plenty of other ones you could use. And this one, you could just point it at the plant. It tells you it's prickly lettuce. And then you can cross-reference that by looking it up, and you'll find out that's an invasive plant. And you may choose to remove it from your patch. Well, look at these little miracles. A couple of little black cherry trees. This is the same type of cherry tree that they make furniture out of. Pennsylvania is renowned for its production of hardwoods, and that includes cherry. I don't know if we'll keep these in the long term, because ultimately Dan wants to have a pathway to walk along the fence here. But maybe we let them grow for this year, and in the fall we could maybe move them up to another location in the patch. So what we've got here is a real pain in the grass. Also a pain in the sedge. There's a couple of different plants here. This is a nut sedge. So you pull it out, it comes out very easy, but in reality you haven't removed all of the roots. The roots are a little nut, hence the name nut sedge, and that resides deep down under the soil. But removing the plant can help take away energy and help it from invading. And then we've just got some turf grass. And so this is something that you want to keep out. Turf grass is really pretty invasive as far as plants go. Here's a little bit more of that broadleaf dock. Of course, there's some dandelions, but I don't really mind the dandelions. Good luck getting rid of them anyways. So I think dandelions are kind of fun and kind of friendly, and they're edible, they're good for pollinators. So I think these can stay, but I think the sedges and the grass can go. Once we get this weeded out, which won't take long at all, we've got a whole big collection of native perennials to install into this patch. So what that's going to do is that's going to help establish more of a native dominance. It's going to allow less of the invasive plants to take over. It's going to provide color, it's going to provide some texture, and make the patch a little bit more artistic. It's going to bring in pollinators, and that includes birds, which are going to bring in other seeds. That's going to include bees. That's going to include all different types of beneficial insects to your patch, and really help to kind of kickstart the backyard ecosystem that we're trying to develop here. So we look forward to seeing all these plants get in, and we'll come back to you and we'll let you see how all that worked out once we get them installed.